Hey Gearfax friends, welcome to my review of the Yamaha PSR-E223 synthesizer, keyboard, learning tool, essentially a great starter unit from Yamaha. Before I get into it, I just want to dedicate this review to George Wu, my great friend who has recently sent out a very heartfelt shout out to Gearfax and everything that we do on this channel. Thank you, George, and I look forward to seeing you on many videos in the future. And there is one great thing that this keyboard can do. Check this out. George! George! Alright, that's your surname right there. Anyway, let's have a listen to some serious sounds. This is one of the Yamaha models that has the portable grand button here, so one touch and you're into its best possible piano sound. And I'll play my usual demo song. So it's a pretty nice piano sound, but I have to say some of the layered sounds that might have a little bit of quiet string in addition to the main piano sound, I think some of those actually sound a little bit better than that. Let's try a few others. Nice bright electric piano sound. Okay, and here's that piano string sound I was talking about. And there's also a sound called Dream, which I'm just going to try to find for you. Here it is. Which I think is a really nice synthy piano tone. Of course, we've got some drum kits too. Okay, now that we've heard some of the sounds, let's switch over to style and have a listen to some of those. I think the most interesting things start at about number 24. We have 100 rhythms in total. This time I'll start with a synchro start. So as you can hear there, the drum rhythms are fairly complex and interesting. Let's move on to something like Club Latin. And Techno Party. So the dynamic changes in the music come from pressing these 4 control buttons to switch you between verse 1, verse 2 and the various fills in between. And the chord progression is controlled just by hitting the keys like this. And while the rhythm is playing, all the accompaniment will follow those notes. Other features on this keyboard include a song list, which you can select from using the song button there. And over here you'll see there are some lesson controls as well. It's not a light-up keyboard like you see on some Casio models, but it will show you information on the screen about which keys to press, and you'll get an idea of the accuracy with which you're playing and learning the tune. On the back we've got our power input there and headphone socket. You can also route your sound out to a PA system if you want to play in a band or something like that. Over here I am very pleased to see that we've got MIDI in and out. So if you want to connect up to other gear, particularly older gear, then this keyboard has everything you need. This socket right here is for damper pedal. So if you want to play that piano really expressively, that will allow your notes to sustain. There are also a couple of voice editing options as well. You can access them by pressing the function button, and repeated presses of that button will show you the main volume, main voice octave, main voice chorus. So you could enter a chorus level of 100, for example, and that will fatten up your sound. There's also a reverb control. And here you'll see that there are different kinds of reverbs that you can choose from, and they all have a different feel. Chorus also gives us several types, and it's a nice surprise to see that there is flanger as well. So depending on the intensity that you set the chorus, you can also get that swooshy sound of a flanger. And then we've got some MIDI options for connecting to other devices, and we're back to the beginning of our options. Now that we've got the chorus level at 100, let's choose a few different types of chorus, because this will really change the sound. So you can hear a slight swishiness there to the piano sound. Chorus 2 is more of a glassy sort of sound, and flanger 1 is an even more swishy sound. So just a few basic effects there, but I should point out too that you can use MIDI to add more parameters to your sounds as well if you really want to get into the technical side of it. That concludes my demonstration of the Yamaha PSR-E223 keyboard. It's a nice one, a great one to begin with, lots of beautiful sounds, and it's also one that could take you quite far into the future if you were looking deeper into electronic music, programming, MIDI, all those kinds of things. So having said that, I think that you would find that this is a very nice beginner's keyboard. Thanks for liking, commenting, or subscribing, guys. As always, I'm going to put up some links to some other keyboard reviews that I've done recently. If you have any questions for me or comments or anything, please hit that comment button because I do love discussing these kinds of things. Thanks again for watching Gear Facts, guys. I look forward to seeing you next time.